So far, we've used the periodic table to tell us about electronic configuration, because we've used it to tell us about the atomic number of elements. We can also get some more information about electronic configuration from the periodic table. If you've seen our videos on the periodic table, you'll know that elements are placed in the table in order of increasing atomic number. And the atomic number increases going from left to right and going from the top of the periodic table to the bottom of the periodic table. We can also identify what is known as groups and periods. The columns in the periodic table are known as the groups, whilst the rows in the periodic table are known as the periods. The periods are numbered from 1 onwards going down the periodic table, and the groups are numbered from left to right. The period number of an element indicates to us the number of electron shells that are filled. Elements on the first row of the periodic table are in period 1, and these elements have their outermost electrons in the first electron shell, whilst elements in the second period have their outermost electrons in the second electron shell. The group number also tells us about electronic configuration, because the group number indicates the number of electrons in the outer shell. For example, the left-handmost column of the periodic table is called group 1, and all elements that appear within group 1 have 1 electron in their outer shell. The groups are then numbered with increasing numbers moving from left to right, with an exception for the group on the far right-hand side of the periodic table. This group is called group 0, and group 0 is named group 0 because the 0 indicates that the elements present within this group have full outer shells. We've just seen how we can use the periodic table in order to tell us about the electronic configuration of an atom, using the fact that the period number of an element tells us about the number of electron shells that are filled in an atom of that element, and that the group number indicates the number of electrons in the outer shell, with the exception of group 0, where the 0 tells you that all the elements within this group have full outer shells. We can now look at an example of using the periodic table in order to determine an electronic configuration, using as an example phosphorus. So, what is the electronic configuration of phosphorus, which, as we can see from the periodic table, has a chemical symbol of P? To start with, we need to identify where phosphorus appears in the periodic table. If we look at the rows and columns that phosphorus appears in, we can see that phosphorus is in the third period.
Hi guys! To continue watching this video and unlock hundreds of other super concise and exam board specific GCSE chemistry and combined science videos, just click on the Snap Revise smiley face. Join me today and together let's make Chemistry at GCSE a walk in the park.